All right, welcome back to Dad Gizmo. Today's project, this weekend project, is we are adding some trim work to our master bedroom walls just to give it a little bit of a fancier look. And so we did a couple different things. One is we added this kind of chair rail. So we're going to add boxes, big boxes. We're going to add a small box here. So it's going to go big box, small box, big box, small box, all through the room and around the windows and that sort of thing. But we added a chair rail in here as well. So we have two options with that. We might add boxes below it. We might just see how the boxes above it look first before we start getting crazy. So we're starting at the top. And so basically we went to Home Depot and we bought this wood. Now this is that pre-finished wood that is basically, it's about, they say it's a 2-inch board, but it's really not a 2-inch board, right? So what I did is I took it and ran it through my table saw. I ripped a 1-inch board out of it, and then the small boxes will be made with the remaining board. That way I'm using a full board for every one. And then top to bottom, this is about 76 inches all the way up. And the other part of the board, so I'm using everything but the little corner, one little corner. The bottom of it is about 21 and some change. So that's what it really is. Making boxes and then miter cutting them. So they're a 45-degree angle miter cut. And then just using a nail gun to nail it on. Then we'll patch up all these little holes with some wood putty, and we'll give it a little bit of caulk where there's where the walls give a little bit of a wave to them, because new construction. And then that's it. Then we're going to paint the whole thing a dark gray, and it's going to look glorious, we hope. Okay, we wanted to give you an update on the room. So we finished putting the boxes on the walls, and so we finished all that. We used some wood filler, filled them all up. We caulked anywhere where things were a little bit uneven, where the walls were a little bit bowing in and out. Caulked all the sides and that sort of thing. We sanded everything, which by the way is the worst part of this project. We sanded everything down. And as you can see, originally we planned on doing the same boxes, same size boxes on the bottom, right, which would be a lot smaller boxes. Once we got done, we were like, we don't want to make it look busy. We were really happy with just the top boxes. And so we decided not to go with the bottom boxes for this. The biggest patience level with this one is to make sure that you measure. Measure. So everything looks symmetrical as you go around the room. Everything looks good and spaced out correctly. That's the biggest challenge of this, measure away. Everything else is pretty easy. And now we've moved on to paint. Okay guys, so we're back. We finished the project. As you can see, we did all of our trim work. Everything is painted. Everything is completed. This is a French silver Behr Ultra. And we did it in an eggshell just because we liked a little bit more of a sheen to it, but we didn't want to go as far as a satin or anything else like that. We want to basically be able to clean it really well. So again, French silver for this, and all of it is done now. So that's kind of nice. And then we also had Blinds.com. They sent us some very nice drapes, so thank you Blinds.com. This is a Casablanca mineral print, and as you can see, they match beautifully with the design. And so this is a project that you guys can easily handle. So there's a lot of measuring involved. That's the worst part of it, right? Everything else from there is pretty easy. So all you have to do is really measure a lot and then get your cuts down, and that's really it. So it's something you guys can handle. That's it. If you're looking for a project that you can do as a husband-wife team, because Holly and I did this together, it was an easy project for us to do together. If you're looking for a project like that, this is probably a pretty easy project for you to handle. Just a lot of measuring, double measuring, and cutting, and painting. Anyone can do that. So we'll see you next time. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and we'll see you next time.